Hey guys, welcome back. So today we're supposed to share with you guys an ICO that can't fail. 43% of the ICOs last year in 2017 failed, which means there's a lot of people who lost money, and yes, there's a lot of people who made money. So if you're on the right side of the fence, you're laughing, you're smiling, your life is beautiful, your family loves you. But if you're on the wrong side of the fence, you don't want to look at your wallets. You don't want to look at it. You hate cryptocurrencies. You don't like it. ICOs are no good. Okay? Today, what we're going to do is we're going to share with you guys an ICO that cannot fail. And the beauty is that concept came up with was thought by 10-year-old kids. 10-year-old kids. When I was teaching them about cryptocurrencies and ICOs and so forth, they asked me a simple question. When I said 43% of people lost money last year, they said, why did they lose money? And I said, well, those companies that they invested money into, those companies didn't know what they were doing, or for whatever reason, they didn't deliver on the promise that they told people. They're like, well, why do people do ICOs? Right? Simple, straightforward questions from the kids. Why do people do ICOs? There's a number of reasons people do ICO. Blockchain is here to stay. But one reason also is to raise funding. And then one of the kids said, well, we have our own money. So why do we need money from others? And that was very interesting. And then right after that, even if you're taking money from others, he said, how can you make sure that they don't lose? And as soon the kid said that, light bulb went off in my head. And I'm like, we need to discover a model that is so good, a model that makes sure the end users can't lose. Because like I said in the last video, that one of the biggest factor in us making sure that we're winning from ICOs was when we learned to protect our downside. When we protected our downside to a level where even if price crashed by 100%, we're still making money, we knew protection on the downside works. So when the kid said that, I went on a journey. And when I found the answer for what I was looking for, I'm telling you, I couldn't sleep. I still can't sleep. Okay? Why I couldn't sleep? Because you as an end user, okay, you will love this concept. So first, let me explain to you how existing ICOs work. Existing ICOs, you pick a company, whether you do diligence or you don't do diligence, you pick an ICO and you buy their tokens. By paying Bitcoin, Ethereum, or whatever other currency, maybe even fiat currency and stuff, you buy their tokens. If the price of the token goes up, you make money. If the price of the token goes down, you lose money. That's how ICOs work. Kidbizo is doing an ICO which contradicts all that, which turns entire ICO market upside down. And how do we do it? Very simple. Instead of ICO, it's still ICO, but instead of initial coin offering, is initial coin options. Which means anyone, including you can grab $5,000 worth of options, of tokens right now, without paying anything. You don't pay anything until token at least double in value. Okay, so which means your downside is protected 100%. You don't pay any money right now. Once the token value becomes double, at least double, triple, or whatever, that's when you exercise your option. That's when you actually pay to buy the tokens. By then, if you're buying, your 5,000 is already now 10,000 or 15,000. Okay, you're already at a stage where it's profitable. It's more than 100% profitable. That's when you are buying your tokens. So what we're doing is we're taking all the risk away from you. We're taking all downside away from you. We're only giving you upside. And if we deliver on the concept that we're trying to deliver, which is creating young bosses, we want to make sure that kids learn to become bosses rather than employees. And we're the fastest growing success frontier for kids already in the world. What we're going to do is, with this ICO, we're going to take the funding and we're going to provide boss training to kids all around the world, including underprivileged kids. One of the best way to fight poverty is not to give them a small little job. Okay? Teach a kid how to create. And if they know how to create, they're going to create some beautiful things. And they know how to create, they have that creation training. We're going to have a funding to support that creation training. So that one kid, when he comes out, He doesn't come out alone. He comes out, his family comes out, possibly his community comes out. What we're doing here is, not only we believe in the concept, but our ICO believes that your downside is protected 100%. Once again, let me sum it up. You grab up to $5,000 worth of tokens without you paying anything is a commitment. Once the value doubles or triples, at least doubles in value, that's when you exercise your commitment. Some of you guys thinking, what if I don't have 5,000 at that time? You could actually buy, first 5,000 is free. Every 5,000 after that is still free. We charge $10 processing fee for you to get it. So for example, let's say you grab $100,000 worth of options. All you did, you paid $200 in processing fee. Now you have $100,000 in options. And earlier on I said, when you have a life-changing opportunity, if you don't take strong enough position, it doesn't really change your life. So 5,000, yes, you have 5,000 that will become 10,000, but doesn't really change your life. But paying just processing fee of 200, you have $100,000 worth of options. But the next question comes, you may say, well, I don't have 100,000, and at that time when the price doubles, okay, what if I don't have 100,000? How can I exercise those options? Okay, is it mandatory for me to exercise the option? We're doing one way, okay, which means that if you don't exercise it, you don't lose. If you don't exercise it, you don't have to. So your value becomes 2 times or 3 times, and you say you don't have the money and you don't want to buy the options. You don't have to. You have to. You're not obligated to buy it. But at the same time, even if you have 100,000, you can instead of you have options of 100,000, instead of buying entire 100,000, maybe you only have 1,000. Buy your 1,000, and in 1,000 you already have $2,000 worth of coins, and you can repeat that cycle again and again, and you can get entire 100,000 out. Okay, but imagine if the price goes to 5x or 10x. Goes to 5x and 10x, and you have an option, 100,000 option that is now worth $1 million. I assure you, there will be a lot of people around you, okay, that's going to say, hey, listen, let me lend you some money, let me give you some money, because as long as you profit share with them. Our main thing is, in our ICO, we're shooting for 100 million within 48 hours, 1 billion within 1 month, 4 billion within 4 months. We're going to be the largest ICO in the world. Why? Because we're doing simple, we're doing it straightforward. We're making sure your downside is protected. And it's protected 100%. There is no failure. Your value doesn't go double, triple, or 10 times. You don't buy. You didn't lose anything. You didn't pay anything. Okay? This is the beauty of initial coin options. We're the first one in the world to come up with this. We're the first one in the world to create this, but we won't be the last one. You will see other ICOs come along in the future that are going to do the exact same thing, because this is the logical way of doing it. We have our own money. We can do our own funding in growing Kidbizo. Okay, so if you're going to be involved, this involvement from you is going to allow us to create an ecosystem where not only kids win, but you participate, parents participate, and if you have value to add, you can add value to these kids all around the world. Okay, so the world's first ICO concept created by 10-year-old, polished by me. Okay, I'm a little older than 10. Polished by me, but is going to be loved by everybody who's in ICO industry, and we are going to have more first-time investors than history of any other ICO in the world. Why? Because we are taking your risk away. Don't forget, go do it right now. Go on the waiting list, make sure you're on the waiting list, and by going to kidbizo.io, you will find out exactly when the land rush starts. Make sure, grab your 5,000 tokens, and if you want more tokens, obviously $10 processing fee, you can grab another 5,000. And if you're referring others, anybody who you refer and they come and grab their 5,000 free tokens without paying anything until they double in value, you get $500 worth of tokens more every single person you refer to kidbizo.io. Once again, we are turning the entire ICO industry upside down. Okay, and I'm looking forward to you guys participating, because your entire risk is taken away. Kidbizo ICO is wave of the future ICOs that have a good, viable product, great concept, good funding behind them to begin with, and they have taken the entire risk away from you guys. Now, if we don't deliver on our commitments, our value is not going to go up. You're not going to lose anything, which is why we have every reason to make sure that we deliver on every single commitment that we make. Okay, so you win, we win, the kids win, the entire world wins. And this is what the beauty of blue ocean strategy, where you create something that doesn't exist, where you create something that sits just outside of the current industry, but is beautiful. And this is what it is. Don't waste any more time. Go right now to make sure that you go on a waiting list to grab your $5,000 worth of tokens. Until next time, see you on the other side.